Hello, hello. I am Jen Berger with the American Parkinson's Disease Association here in St. Louis, and I am so happy that you have joined me today. If this is your first time with me, I just wanted to say welcome. You have joined a level 1 seated class today, and if you have worked out with me before, I just wanted to say welcome back. I'm so happy to have you on the other side of my screen working out with me. Of course, it's always fun to be in person, but I am so blessed to be able to join you via our computer. So I'm so glad that you are there. Again, you've showed up to a level 1 seated class where we will do the entirety of the workout right here in our chairs. That's that. I'm trying to think if there's anything else I need to say about that. Absolutely not. You'd think after 3 years of doing this, I wouldn't stumble over my words. What you need for today. We are doing a add-on or like a multitasking workout where we're going to take an exercise and add something to it twice to kind of just give ourselves the opportunity to really work on doing more than one thing at a time, really help with that multitasking. Some of you may struggle with that, some of you may not, but it's always a great exercise to practice. So that's what we're going to do today. You'll see I don't have my weights today. No weights are needed. We're just going to use body weight and again just moves in conjunction with one another. So weights are not needed today. Make sure that the area around where you're working out is nice and clear. We're going to do some side to side stuff today, so I just want to make sure that we keep ourselves safe. You'll see I have my water here with me. I always have my water. It's super important that we stay hydrated before, during, and after our workouts. So if you don't have water, one of the silver linings to working out together online is that we have a handy dandy pause button. I always call it a handy dandy pause button. It's just a pause button. You can kind of scroll over or kind of put that mouse over where I am. Pause button should come up. You should be able to pause that computer, laptop, iPhone, whatever you're working out with me on. And then go grab what you need and get back to me when you are ready. I'll be right where you left me. So if you need to grab water, by all means, go ahead and do that. No weights needed, so you don't need to grab those. Again, throughout the workout, if you need any extra breaks or anything, need to run to the restroom, you have that pause button. So use it. Again, I'll be right where you left me. So with no further ado, I think that's it. I have 4 sets today. We'll see what we can't crank through. We'll be here about 50 minutes. Let me just keep track of my time real quick. We will be here about 50 minutes. That includes a nice stretch in the beginning where we're going to get those bodies warmed up, and then a stretch at the end where we're going to cool them down and thank them for everything that they just did. In this workout, we focus on what we can do. So I want your mind to be, if we get to a exercise or we add something on and it becomes too challenging for you, take it back to the exercise or take it back to the step that you did before that. You do the best job that you can through this workout. Again, don't worry about what anybody else is doing. If you have somebody working out next to you, don't stress about that. You do what you can. Sometimes, like I said, this multitasking can be challenging. So do the best job that you can. In the meantime, we're going to get that heart rate up a little bit. We're going to have a little fun. Again, we'll be here about 50 minutes. So let's go ahead and get started with a nice warm up. We're going to go in through the nose with 2 deep breaths. In through the nose, exhale it out through the mouth. I start all my workouts this way. I end all my workouts this same way. I'm pretty consistent when it comes to that. So let's get started. 2 deep breaths, in through the nose, out through the mouth. Let's go all the way up. Big inhale up. Getting those bodies warmed up. Exhale it out through your mouth. Number 2, in through the nose, all the way up. Nice big stretch up top. Big breath in through that nose. Exhale it out through the mouth. We're going to do the duration of this workout, like I said, in the chair, or the entirety of this workout in the chair. Also, we're going to do it on the edge of the chair. So I want those feet about hip width apart, right underneath those knees, edge of your seat. Now, let me show you the side version. If you were on the edge of your seat, you're right here, all right? We're not working out back here. We're on the edge of that seat. So those feet, again, right underneath those knees, sitting straight up in that chair. We're going to start with some big shoulder rolls back. Let's go up, back, roll them back, squeeze those shoulder blades, and down. Up, back, and down. Big rotations, working the range of motion on those shoulders. Really big shoulder rolls back here. Nice long arms by our side, rolling those shoulders back. Let's get a couple more here. And 2. Now let's keep those shoulders back. Let's keep that chest open. Nice big tall stance in that chair. And we'll take that head down and turn it from side to side. Side, center, side, and center. Again, working on that range of motion through each side. One more each side. And back to center. Now let's go chin to chest. And all the way back. Chin to chest. Look all the way down. And then take it all the way back. One more, chin to chest. And all the way back. And right back here to center. Great work. Let's go ahead and continue on down that body. We're going to go ahead and do some push and pulls. So what I want you to do is I want you to reach for me through that screen. Pressing through those feet, a little bit of a stretch in the back of those legs. Long arms out. And as we sit up, pull it back and squeeze those shoulder blades. Push. Long arms and pull. Push. And pull. Push. And pull. Push. Long arms. How long can you get them? And then take it back and pull. One more here. Push. And pull. Go ahead and put those hands on those hips. Sitting straight up for me with those feet on the ground. We're now going to turn that body at that waist. Start warming up the midsection of that body, side to side. Let's go. Side, center, side, and center. Now, we did these with the head and neck before, and we just turned that head from side to side. Now we're taking that whole body with us. Side, center, side, center. Center, side, and center. Let's do one more each side. Center, side, and center. Hands on those hips, edge of our seat. Let's start tapping through those heels right here. Gonna get those legs warmed up now. So let's just tap through those heels, pulling that toe towards us with each tap. Not only getting a nice big stretch in the back of those legs, but warming up the front of those legs as well. In about 10 seconds, we're going to add some big arm swings. Please sit up nice and tall for me still. Keep those shoulders back. Look at me saying, please. All right, big arm swings right here. All the way forward, all the way back. Still tapping through those heels. We're already starting a little bit of that multitasking, aren't we, as we're doing something with our legs and our arms at the same time. Also going to work some core today. So we're going to work the center of our body. It's going to help us with that strength and that balance. And then also working a little hand dexterity today. I don't know if any of you struggle with those hands becoming a little bit more stiff, a little bit more challenging to write. We're going to go ahead and work some hand dexterity as well. All right, last minute of this warm-up is going to look like a march right in that chair. In 3, 2, and 1. Sitting up nice and tall, just marching through right here. Continue to warm up those legs and those arms. Increasing that intensity is going to warm up that heart as well as we increase that heart rate just a little bit. Nothing crazy. Nothing crazy. I don't know that we're going to do a whole lot of real heart rate rising exercises today, although when you work those arms and legs at the same time, that will happen. Go ahead and keep marching out. We're 30 in, 30 seconds to go. We'll grab a drink, take one more deep breath, and then go ahead and get started. Like I said, it's a multitasking workout. So we're going to start with one exercise, which will be pretty simple, and then add to it. Again, not super complicated moves, but we are working the legs and arms and hands together. So stick with me here for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Great work. Go ahead and grab a drink. We're going to go ahead and get started here. Let's stay on the edge of our seat. Staying on the edge of our seat right here with those feet right underneath those knees. First exercise that we're going to come to, again, this will be the simplest of the three parts to it, is we're just going to work those legs. That's how it will work in all of the first 30 seconds of each exercise or each set. So what we're going to do is we're just going to start marching those legs, all right? You don't need to worry about those arms. We're just working those legs, all right? With each leg raise, whichever knee raise, I want you to get that knee a little bit higher. And then I want you to pick up the pace just a little bit, all right? Again, the beginning of each set will look the simplest. So enjoy it while we can, right? We're going to go ahead and just keep marching those feet. Now, in about 15 seconds, I'm going to add to this march. What we're going to do is we're going to put those arms nice and long out, and you're just going to give me arm circles right here. All right, so when you're ready and you got that march down, go ahead and join me in these arm circles right here. Still marching those feet up and down, making big circles with those arms. Sitting straight up in that chair, keeping those tummies tight. First part was the march. First add-on was the arm circles. 20 more seconds here. We'll shake it out and I'll show you the third piece. Stick with me here. Big arm circles, marching those feet, sitting up nice and tall. For 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right, shake those legs out. Make sure you're on the edge of your seat. One more add-on to that. We're going to start with the march, add the arm circles, and then what I'm going to have you do is with your hands, I'm going to have you give me tight fists and open fingers. Tight fists and open fingers. Sit up nice and tall in that chair, and let's start marching. Let's add those arm swings, and then those closed and open hands. Let's go. Closed, open. All three parts yet. Marching, arm circles, and closed and open hands. Let's do it together. Closed, open, closed. Working that mind at the same time, getting that body working on that multitasking. March with those arm circles and closed and open fist. 30 seconds left. Closed, open, closed, open. You got it. Stick with me. Closed. 15 seconds. Open, closed, open. Are those feet still marching? Closed, open. One more time. Let's go. Closed and open. Great work. Relax those shoulders a little bit. Probably felt that in your shoulders as you went through those arm circles. Roll them back for me a couple times. Now, we may get back to those three-part combos at the end of our workout. We'll see. We're going to split each one of these sets with some core work. Remember, I said that we were going to work those abs. Now, what those abs do is maybe some of you are looking for those six-pack abs. I'm just looking for that core, those abs to really strengthen that center part of my body, helping with my balance, and then any kind of functional activities throughout the day, getting up in and up out of bed, getting up and down out of a car, reaching for something. It's so important that we have that strength in the center of our body. So we have 3 rounds of a seated crunch. Those feet are hip width apart. Edge of your seat right here. Those arms are over your chest. Now all we're going to do is we're going to lean back into that chair until we almost touch the back of those chairs. Y'all have done these with me before. And then pull yourself up nice and slow. All right, we have 30 seconds. We'll take a quick break. We'll do it 3 times. Are you ready? Here we go. In 3, 2, and 1. All the way back and up. Give yourself room to move back until you almost touch that chair, and then pull yourself up. Key is keep those feet on the ground. Don't let those feet come up. All the way back. And up. And up. Nice work. 3 more. 3. Up. 2. Up. Last 1. And up. Sit up nice and tall for me in that chair. Shake out those arms. 1 round down. 2 more of those to go. Deep breath. When you're ready, put those arms over your chest. Round 2. Let's go. Back and up. Let's go back. Tighten those tummies and pull it up. Nice work. Back and up. And up. Last one here. Back and up. Relax it out. Roll those shoulders back. 1 more round of those, and we'll grab a drink and go into our next multitasking set. Are you ready? 30 more seconds of those seated crunches. Arms over those chests. And let's go right here. And up. Stick with me here. Hands on those, arms on those chests. Just using those tummies. Lean back until you almost touch that chair. Don't get too comfortable back here because we're pulling it back up. Let's go 3 more. 3. Up. 2. Up. Last one here. Taking it back and up. Great work. Relax it down. Grab a drink. We're going to go right into our second multitask. All right? Multitasking set. All righty. In that chair, edge of your seat, what I want you to do is I want you to focus on underneath your chair. I want you to focus on tapping those toes underneath that chair. Just like this. Tap, 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 tap. All right? We're pulling those feet under those chairs. Sit up tall and let's go. Tap, tap. All right? Let's try to get those. Now, some of y'all's chairs may allow for it. Some of you that may decrease your range of motion a little bit. That's all right. Try to get those feet as far under the chair as you can right here. Tapping those toes behind us. All right. Remember I said this is the simplest part when we practice those legs. All right. Now we're going to add the arm. Let me show you what that looks like. Sitting up nice and tall with those arms straight. All you're going to do is add the front raise right out in front. So we're still tapping those toes, adding that arm raise. Go ahead and do it with me right here. Tap, tap and raise, tap and raise. You got it. Nice work. Tap and raise, tap and raise. Now we're still sitting up nice and tall in that chair. Tap and raise, tap and raise. You got it right here. Again, sitting up nice and tall, shoulders are back, arms come up, tapping those toes behind us. We'll get some time to shake these out before we add our last piece to this set. Now make sure you're doing your best to tap those toes underneath that chair, raising those arms. 15 seconds left here. Here we go. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Relax it down. Feeling that in your shoulders a little bit, I'm sure. We are working the shoulder muscles, which again is super great for our functional activities. Stay nice and strong. Those muscles and bones is super helpful. Now the last piece that I'm going to add to this are finger flicks. Again, we're going to touch on some hand dexterity. We're going to pretend like we've dunked those hands in tons of water and we're flicking all of that water off our fingers. All right, are you ready? Let's go. Reverse toe taps. Tapping those toes underneath your chair. Sitting up nice and tall, edge of your seat. Let's add that front raise. Just like that. Now we'll add those finger flicks. Let's go. Flick, flick, flick. You got it. Toe taps, arm raises, finger flicks. 1 minute. Sit up tall right here. Find your rhythm. Tap, raise, flick. Tap, raise, flick. There you go. You got it. Now once you get the hang of it, you can pick up that pace a little bit if you want. Tap, raise, flick. Tap, raise, flick. You got it. Nice work. Sitting up nice and tall for me. Looking strong. We're already over halfway done. Stick with me. Again, we may come back to these. We'll see what time we have left. You got it. Right here. 5. Oh, no, I'm sorry. We got a little bit more time. Let's try it now. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Great work. Sit up nice and tall for me. That was our second set. Again, we may have time to come back to that final part of that set at the end. But before we get to that, we're going to finish off this set with another core exercise. Edge of your seat. We're going to work the sides of our midsection, the sides of our torso. Those are our obliques, the muscles that lay on the outside of our abs. And think about what those help you with. The stronger those are, the more twisting we can do, the more side reaching we can do, rolling over in bed. All of those things require those muscles. So let's continue to work those. What we're going to do here is we're going to sit with those feet hip width apart, feet underneath those knees. We're going to tickle those ears with those fingertips. And the reason I say that is because what I don't want you to do is pull on that neck. All right, this is just going to guide our bodies to meet that elbow with the opposite knee coming across our body right here. 30 seconds of work here. We'll repeat this 3 times. Let's go right here. Crossing that elbow to that opposite knee. Really working the sides of our body, strengthening those muscles. As we work those ab muscles, the center of our body, it also helps to protect that lower back. The stronger the front of our body, the less the back of our body has to work to compensate, right? We're going to keep it nice and strong. 1 more, and down. You can relax those arms in between rounds. We have 3 rounds, just like we did with those seated crunches. In between, let's straighten out those abs. Sit up nice and tall. Tickle in those ears with those fingertips. Let's go right here. Meet in the middle. Open it back up. No reason to rush through these. Let's really make those muscles do the work. Taking that momentum out of it. Just bringing that knee up to that opposite elbow. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Back to center. Relax those arms out. 1 more round of those before we grab our drink. And then we'll move into our third multitasking set. You guys are doing great. Stick with me here. Let's work this 1 more time. Tickling those earlobes with those fingertips. Let's go right here. Really work to twist that body to get that elbow to that opposite knee. Halfway done here. 15 seconds to go. For 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And back to center. Relax those arms. Grab a drink. 2 sets are in the books. 2 sets are in the books here. 2 sets to go, and then we'll kind of reevaluate where we are time-wise. Oh, that water tastes so good. Please tell me you're taking drinks in between these sets. Super important to keep those bodies hydrated. I promise you, your bodies will work so much better for you if they are hydrated. All right? Like anything else in this world that needs hydration. It works better when it's hydrated. All right? Sit up nice and tall for me. Next exercise here is when we're going to use a little bit of that side-to-side motion. So what I want you to start doing with your legs is I just want you to take big steps out to the side. All right? Opening up those hips, stepping it out nice and big, side to side. Big side steps. Big side steps. You got it. Nice work. All right. So you know we've done it before. This is the simplest part. We're going to add 2 more pieces to these side steps. Make sure you're sitting up nice and tall. Arms are straight by your side. And as we bring that foot out, we're going to bring those arms up. It looks like this right here. Side step with lateral raise. Do it with me. Keeping those arms nice and straight. Side stepping with lateral raise. You got it. Step and raise. Step and raise. Step and raise. Nice work. Step and raise. Step and raise. You got it. Stick with me here. Then we'll shake it out and I'll show you the final piece. Five, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Great work. Everybody reassess where they are in that chair, edge of your seat. Roll those shoulders back. As we start to fatigue, 2 things are going to happen. We're going to start slouching in that chair a little bit. We're going to move back a little bit. All right. We want to roll those shoulders back and move to the edge of our seat. Last part to this exercise is going to look like this. We're going to quack like ducks with those fingers. So you'll see that my fingers and my thumb are straight. We're just quacking them like a duck, okay? Remember when you used to do those shadow puppets or you used to make those shadow faces with your flashlight? Well, now's the time that you can utilize that, all that practice that you had as a child. So let's start with those big side steps out to start. Arms are long by our side. We're going to add that lateral raise, just lifting those arms right to shoulder height, and then that duck quack. Let's go. Quack, quack. You can quack the whole time. You don't have to do just one quack up top. Like I'm quacking, quacking, quack, quack, quack. There we go, just like that. Side stepping, lateral raising, quacking. All right? If you find that this becomes a little too much, go ahead and separate. Start with those legs, step out again, add that lateral raise, and then those quacks. Multitasking here, halfway done. Side stepping, lateral raise, and quacking. All right, you really want to mix it up. You can quack every time you do it. Let's go. Quack, 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 quack. Stick with me. 15 seconds. Keep going. Big side steps, big lateral raises, quacking those fingers. Quack, quack, quack. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Great work. Man, we're working those shoulders today, aren't we? Woo! Between those arm circles, those front raises, and those lateral raises, we are working those shoulders. Nice work. That third set is in the books. Sit up nice and tall for me. We're going to our next ab core exercise. Edge of your seat. You can use your hands and the sides of your seat to give you a little bit of guidance. Because what we're going to do is we're going to go to our double knee raise. You guys have done this before as well. Slightly leaning back in that chair. We're just going to take those knees and pull them up and then slowly lower. Who can show me the modification on that? Perfect. Single leg. Alternating single leg instead of that double knee raise. Those are your options. 30 seconds to work. We'll go through it 3 times. Are you ready? Let's go right here. And slowly come down. Perfect. Up and lower. Up and lower. The key is nice and slow. Controlled up and controlled down. Don't let that gravity pull those feet down. Control it all the way. If you need to take it to that single leg, you can do that also. One more here, up and lower. Great work. Reassess where you are in that chair. Sit up nice and tall for me. 1 round of those down, 2 rounds to go. Sit up nice and tall. You can guide yourself with those hands on each side of the chair. 30 seconds of work. Let's go. Halfway done. Stick with me here. One more, up and lower. Great work. 2 rounds down, 1 round to go. Again, sit up nice and tall in that chair. Let's everybody roll those shoulders back. Open up that chest a little bit. Nice stretched out chest with those shoulders back. 1 more round of our knee raises, and then we'll grab a drink. And 3, 2, and let's go. Nice and slow. You know the drill. Stick with me here. Remember, you can do that single leg, 1 leg at a time. If that 2 leg becomes too challenging, last one here, up and lower. We did it. High five. 3 sets in the book. We got 1 more before we get to our final round. Sit up nice and tall for me. Grab a drink. We are going to go into set 4. In that last round, we did reverse toe taps where we pulled those feet or pulled those toes underneath our chair. Now we're going to elongate those legs and tap out in front of us right here. So we're just tapping those toes right out in front. Sitting up nice and tall in that chair. Why don't you guys go ahead and join me with these tap outs right here. Tap, tap, you got it. Tapping those toes. Then we're just getting those legs as long as we can. Nice big stretch through the front of those legs. And we're ready to add that second part. The second part to this exercise are push-outs. So it looks a little something like this. We're going to tap that toe out and push out in front of us. Right at chest height. Push. Tap and push. Tap and push. You got it. Right here. Tap and push. Tap and push. Nice work. Here we go. Tap and push. Tap and push. Just like that. You got it. Great work. Tap and push. If it helps to say it with me. Tap and push. Tap and push. Stick here. 15 seconds. We'll shake those arms out and I'll show you the final piece to this final set. Here we go. Tap and push. Tap and push. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Great work. Really extending those arms and legs out in front of you. Absolutely great work. All right, so we got those toe taps. We got those push outs. Now we're going to mix it up. No more hand dexterity. We're going to work those faces. All right, this is our funny face piece. You can do it. I think I may have pulled funny faces out before. I think it's super important for us to continue to exercise those facial muscles as well. So what I want you to do as you tap and push is making the funniest face that you can do. So it looks like this. Toe taps. Add push outs. And every time you push out, I want a funny face. Let's go. All right. Whatever that looks like. We got 1 full minute of that. Are you ready? Start tapping those toes. And add those push outs. Now funny face. Let's go. Make it really intentional, really dramatic. All right, happy, sad, surprised, joyful, laughing, You got it. Angry. Really angry. Really happy. Come on, I really want to see those. You can even say those noises with it, whatever you want, but I want you to work all of those muscles right now. You got your leg muscles working, your arm muscles working, and even those face muscles working. Happy, almost finished. Be mad. Be sad. Be happy. And let's laugh for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Great work. I know it's goofy. But hey, you know what? We showed up. Let's do the goofy part. All right. Last ab core exercise right here. We're going to work those obliques again. You need to be on the edge of your seat. All right. We'll go through 3 rounds of this, and then we'll have time for our grand finale before we stretch it out. Roll those shoulders back for me. Those arms are nice and long by your side. You're sitting up nice and tall, and all we're going to do is lean to the side, tighten those tummies, and pull it up. All right? Alternating sides, 30 seconds. Let's go. Great work. You're only leaning to the side. We're not leaning forward. It's just reaching to the side, tightening those abs, and pulling it up. Reach and pull. Reach and pull. You got it. Reach. Pull. Reach. Pull. Keep working. Reach. Pull. One more here. Reach and pull up. Everybody adjust where they are in that chair. Edge of your seat, shoulders back. 1 round down, 2 rounds to go. We'll grab a drink and we'll finish with that grand finale. Are you ready? Let's go. Reach and pull. Reach and pull. Good job. Reach and pull. Think about how strong the center of that body is getting. Reach and pull. Reach and pull. 1 more each side. Reach and pull up. Last one. Reach and pull up. Great work. We have 1 more of those left. Again, let's see where we are in that seat. Edge of the seat, feet right underneath those knees. Arms are long by our side. Our shoulders are back. Reaching and pulling up. Let's go. Reach and up. Reach and up. Up. Reach. Pull up. Stick with me. Reach and up. 10 more seconds. Reach and up. Last one this side. Up. Last one other side. And up. We did it, friends. We made it through all 4 of our sets. We made it through our 4 ab sets, and now it's time for our grand finale. I thought maybe we'd have time to revisit those final multitasking exercises of each set. That's 4 of them. We'll do each one for 4 minutes. That's 4 minutes of hard work. Grab a drink. Tell yourself that you can do this. Didn't really work on getting that heart rate up too much, but we really worked that multitasking. First minute is going to be that march with the arm circles and those closed, tight fists, and then wide open hand, closed fist to open fingers. All right? 1 minute. Are you ready? Let's go. Start with those marching. All right. Everybody's got that marching. Let's add those arm circles right here. Big arm circles, big marches, just like that. Now we're going to add those hands. Let's go. Closed. Open. Say it with me. Closed. Open. Come on. Let's go. Closed. Keep those feet moving. Open. Closed. Open. Keep working. Let's go. Closed. Open. Closed. And open halfway through. Let's go. Closed. Open. Closed. Tight fist. Open. Closed. open, closed, 10 seconds, open. Stick with me. Come on, let's go. Closed, open, big arm circles here, closed, open, last one here. Let's go. Closed and open and relax. Great work. Relax those shoulders. Oh my goodness gracious. All right. 1 round down, 3 rounds to go. Now we're going to go to that second multitasking set. What we did there is we reversed those toe taps underneath those chairs. As we reversed those toe taps, we added a front push. With that front push, then we added those finger flicks. Are you ready? Let's go. Reverse those toe taps underneath that chair. Push those arms straight out and add those big finger flicks as if you have so much water on those fingers, you don't know what to do with it, but flick it off. Tap, push, and flick. Come on, sit up nice and straight. Tap, push, flick. Woo, that's kind of a little bit of a tongue twister too. Let's go. Tap, push, flick. Tap, push, flick. Tap, push, flick. That's hard. Stick with me here. Oh, we're halfway done. Tapping those toes underneath those chairs. Nice big long push out with those finger flicks. Come on, 20 seconds. Tap, push, flick. Tap, push, flick. You got it. Come on. You got it right here for 10 more seconds. We'll count out the last 5 together. Let's go. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. 2 rounds down, 2 rounds to go. That's all we have left. 2 more multitasking rounds to go. 2 minutes of hard work. Are you ready? Let me remind you what our third one was. That was those big side steps. Arms are straight by your side. We're going to add that lateral raise, and then we're going to add that duck quack. All right, let's go. Side step. Lateral raise, just taking those arms right up to shoulder height, and then adding that finger quack, duck quack. Now again, you want to use a little bit of that voice activation? Get those quacks in there, nice and loud. Quack, quack, quack. You got it right here. I know those shoulders are getting tired. Stick with me here. We're so close to being done. We're halfway through this minute. 1 more minute to go. Stick with me. Step, raise, quack. Step, raise, quack. You got it right here. 20 seconds left. Big side steps, big lateral raises, big quacks. 15. You all are rock stars. Stick with me. We'll count out the last 5. You ready? 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Great work. Relax those shoulders back a little bit. Y'all, we got 1 more set to do, and then we're going to grab a drink and stretch it out. We're so close to being done. All right. Who can remember what we did with our legs for this last set? Seems like a long time ago, right? Toe taps right here. Tapping those toes. We're going to add that push out right here, and then our funny faces. I'll call them out. You make the faces. Let's go. Happy. Sad. I want intentional face movement here. Really happy. Ecstatic. Angry. Really angry. Come on, stick with me. Keep tapping those toes, pushing those arms out. How about surprised? How about really surprised? How about something super funny? Really, really funny, like the funniest thing you've ever heard. And then you heard something super sad, very sad. Now what I want you to do is I want you to give me the final movement with those faces. I want you to smile as big as you can while I count down 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. You did it! Virtual high, not even 5, but a 10. Grab a drink, we're gonna stretch it out. You did a great job. Absolutely fantastic work. Ooh, I'm working up a thirst today. How about you? Here we go, y'all. We did it. Take a deep breath for me in through that nose and out through that mouth. Relax those shoulders a little bit for me. Pull them back. Let's go ahead and stretch out those bodies. Let's extend that right leg out. Hinge at that waist and reach for your toe. Oh, you guys did a fantastic job. Multitasking is no joke, right? We work those shoulders a little bit too, as well as some good core work. Focusing on that core helps with that balance. We're just reaching for that toe now. Nice big stretch in the back of that leg. And then we'll take that same leg and hug it in right here and rotate that ankle for me. We'll do the same thing on the other side. Extend that leg out for me. Reach for that toe. Nice big stretch in the back of those legs. Really work to stretch the back of those legs. It's so important, not only before and after a workout, that we warm up and stretch these bodies, but also throughout the day. It's important to helps combat stiffness, helps to elongate those muscles, helps with flexibility. In turn, will help with injury or prevention of injury. Let's go ahead and take that leg and hug it in. Rotate that ankle for me right here. A few in one direction and then a few in the other. We'll put both those feet down right here. Let's sit up nice and tall. Roll those shoulders back for me. You can either use the outside of your leg or the back of your chair, but what I want you to do is turn to the right and look over your right shoulder. Now I want you to look that direction. Look over that right shoulder and hold. Now I want you to come back to center. We're going to do the same thing on the other side. Pull that body to the left. Look over that left shoulder. And then come back to center. Let's stretch out those arms a little bit. Let's put those arms straight out. Pull one across. Other one comes up and under. Hug that arm into you. Nice big stretch in that shoulder. And you can go ahead and give me some wrist rotations here. A few in one direction and then a few in the other. And then come back to center. We'll do the same thing. Arms out. Other arm comes across, up and under. Hug it in and rotate that wrist for me. And then sitting straight up. Let's roll those shoulders back. A couple shoulder rotations back. Take that right arm and lift up and over. Nice big stretch down the side. And then the other side. And then back to center. Sitting straight up. I just want you to finish with a couple big neck rotations. Let's do 2 in one direction, nice and big. And then 2 in the opposite direction, nice and big. And then right back here to center. I promise we'd finish the same way we started. 2 deep breaths. Let's go in through the nose, all the way up. Nice big reach up top. Big inhale, exhale it out through your mouth. Last one here. Big inhale through your nose, all the way up. Nice big stretch up top. And then exhale it out through your mouth. Absolutely great work. Pat yourself on both shoulders. Give yourself a high five. You did it. It was so fun to be with you. I will look forward to being with you next week. Have yourself a great day.